say, like, why would you
You know
sing
what?
why would you sing that whole riff and not hit record? That was beautiful.
Look, I thought I hit it, but
Do over. Do over. They don't even know what we laughing at now. How it's not good.
I can't. Yo, I really thought I hit the button too when I did it. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. So
we back, bitches.
Yeah, what he said. Mookie doesn't want to share himself with y'all today. So he's not.
I was trying to say some foul shit, but
go ahead, say it.
I'm getting fellatio. He made me say it, guys.
Yeah, fuck it. She sucks.
Obviously, because I'm doing a podcast. Oh my god.
Figuratively and literally. She sucks.
Oh, hilarious.
So clearly have no life. I do nothing but consume hours upon hours of content, and fanciful ideas pop into my mind on a regular basis. All manner of things, so to speak. So, you motherfuckers is getting a podcast. Unscheduled, unscripted pod.
Well, technically,
it's unscheduled because yesterday we moved that. That was the scheduled podcast. We moved it.
Is that what that was? Oh,
technically.
Okay, I guess that is true because we did. Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right. You're right.
Yeah, like there's no videos or nothing today. No, nothing. Yep. Just
us.
Two irate Negroes.
Yo, speaking of irate.
No,
yeah. But so I was making a TikTok earlier today. And I don't know if you ever seen the fucking the damn filter where you gotta pick which one, you gotta pick. And I got hit with a choice that I just ended the video. I don't even think I saved it.
What was it?
It was Lupita Nyong'o. Damn, I can never say her last name.
Lupita.
Lupita.
Come on, talk like we know these hoes, bro.
I know them, but I couldn't remember her last name.
No. I'm last name.
You don't say.
Yeah, Lupita.
So it was Lupita and Selena, and I was torn.
You mean Selena from down the street?
We're gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on. My story's ruined. It's ruined.
It's always Lupita. Let's keep it a stack, bro.
Real shit, bro. I was thinking to myself, I was like, she's
Nakia. I don't give a fuck. Like at the end of the day, she's winning.
Bruh.
Like you're gonna have to put her up against like Paris, Persephone, fucking Rennie, somebody. Like you ain't putting like exactly somebody like you.
Selena can get the business.
I mean, that's fine too. Like that's what's up. But at the end of the day, all you're trying to do with Selena is give her the business.
That's true too.
That's my point.
Yeah, touche.
And then I'm gonna be disappointed and have to beat up Lupita if she's not really like Nakia. So
see.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fight you. Anyway, welcome to the No Filter Podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Today's bullshit is brought to you by
the letters A, B, and C. I'm sorry.
Okay, that works too. I'm glad. You know what, brother? I'm glad you were in a silly mood. No, you know why? Because you're gonna answer the questions, and we're gonna see if your mood shifts.
Oh hell!
Oh hell! Suck it up, ho.
This motherfucker.
So, before I get into what I decided I wanted to talk about while we was just sitting here talking shit on the phone, what is King Mookie looking for if he was in the market for a serious relationship? pray tell, would you be in search of? Don't get no delusions of grandeur, bitches.
I I'm a no. Mm-mm.
Yes.
No, I'm good.
No. Yes.
I'm gonna.
No. Yes. Play along. That's why I said if you were
Okay.
on the market and was in search of someone to fulfill the needs of a serious relationship, what precise things would you be looking for?
Okay. One
Is the loneliest number that you'll ever see.
I'm not looking for a woman to. I gotta word this correctly.
No, you don't. Just go with it. Just let it flow.
I'm not looking. Okay, I'm not looking for nobody to do anything per se. Okay, let me get that straight.
Hear ye.
Like, you don't have to do a damn thing. Just don't disrupt my shit. That's it. Everything else is secondary. The second you come into my space and you disrupt my space, my peace, you gotta go. I don't get, bitch. You could be the finest woman in the world. You could suck me, blow me, fuck me every day. But if you disrupt my peace, I don't want that. Let me tell you something. This is real shit. This is just me. There is no amount of sex or beauty in this world that can fucking compete with my peace of mind, hands down. So I'm not looking for shit, because anything you can do, literally, and not even a joke, anything you can do, I can do my fucking self. Literally, like, don't, whatever you think you can do, I can do myself. Period. Cook, my bitch. I can cook. Clean, I can clean. Wash my clothes, I can wash my own clothes. I don't need you for shit. That's just me, though. So yeah, I don't know.
You know, I'm no longer adopting that theory. I have a new theory.
Shoot.
No, check it out. Right, it's crazy. This is one of those moments when you're gonna be like, wow. We're so accustomed to having the dialogue from the position of femininity and what a woman wants. We have started to become trapped in an extremely feminine dialogue. Because I'm watching some content and some really interesting points were made. When you ask a woman what do they want in a relationship, they start naming off shit. They start naming off attainable goals, tasks that can be checked off in boxes. But by and large, when you ask men what they want, we start speaking of intangibles.
Agreed.
But that doesn't mean we don't want anything.
Correct.
And it doesn't mean we don't need anything. It means that I can give you everything you ask me for because they're all attainable, achievable goals and tasks. So once I give them to you, they're yours. But what I'm asking for are the intangibles, which translates across a wide variety of things, which means when you fail, it's a character flaw.
That's true.
Because it's not that I don't want what I want, is that when you don't provide what I want, it's a serious fucking problem because it speaks to your character, less your desire to give me one particular thing or another. Like, oh, I want a sandwich. I want some head. I want some pussy. I want you to work. I want you not to work. I want you to know how to take care of kids. I want you to wash dishes. Like all of these things. Like, okay, you could check all of those boxes and still be a piece of shit. But what we're asking for requires a whole hell of a lot more thought from the man's side. Like we're saying, I need genuine support. I need understanding, loyalty, not fidelity, loyalty, bitches. I don't want to hear your shit. Peace of mind. Non-combativeness. Like these things are concepts that solely can be applied. Like literally, like the opposite of each of the things that I just listed are literally character flaws. So at this point, we are involved and engaged in dealing with people, and we're just choosing to overlook your character flaws because I shouldn't technically have to ask for any of those things. Those should be things that you're just willing to give the person that you claim that you love because you love them. And if you're not even at the love stage, this should be something that you're willingly giving the person you're attempting to build that bond with, because that's what you should do as a good human being.
You heard it. It's not rocket science. But
no, it is.
But yeah, it is. That's what I was saying.
Really, the fuck is rocket science?
It is. It's like the hardest thing to fucking ascertain.
It's it's like men's inability to properly articulate the intangible desires that we have with our significant others or to our significant others seemingly is a barrier, and once again, largely due in part to the combative nature of how females communicate, because everything's a fucking comparison and a competition. Everything.
How about that shit?
Right. And that combativeness is an issue and a character flaw. Like if I tell you something and then you have to one up me or butt me or the way you see it, or in my mind or from my perspective, it's not that I don't really give a fuck about your perspective. I've considered your perspective prior to making the decisions that I made, which is why I came to the conclusion that I came to. Now you just want to argue for the sake of arguing. You want to tell me about me or push your perspective onto me, not considering that I've considered your perspective in my decision-making process. Just because you don't do it doesn't mean it wasn't done.
Don't do that.
Let me give you a scenario, bro. Right, this is crazy. Like I said, and I just be watching content, like consuming it. So we are at the age where people should be stable, not necessarily well off or no shit like that, just stable. Like you figured out what it is, who you are, the whole shebang. So now it's time to actively, no bullshit, start assessing the goods in the dating market, right? So You have a spot. You have a vehicle. Wherever you are at in life when it comes to children is where you are at in life when it comes to children. Um, a career, and an understanding of how to live within your means. These are all the things that you assumingly come with where we are in these years. So you meet a chick, uh 10 years up or 10 years down, you know. So well, you know, that's a nice span. Like it's a 20-year little window right there. She comes with a place to live. She comes with a vehicle. She comes with whatever her particular situation is in regards to children, and a career. So she has the same thing you have. So now we're effectively setting this up so we bring equal things to the table. When it's time to combine and build, who gives up what? That's the question for you.
What? Who gives up? Wait, no.
Listen, no, right? But see, you're immediately jumping to what the fuck? No, because you've already done these things. But to combine, if we're not going to just simply coexist in the form that we currently are, someone has to give up something. We're not gonna continue to maintain two houses, are we? Because that's not a real relationship according to society, right? Because bitches is gonna want to move in, or you move in, or something. Okay, so housewives, just domicile. How does it work? Do you give up yours and move into hers so she could be disrespectful and feel like she runs something, and then she's expecting you to put forth whatever monies that you were once putting towards your own toward hers? How does it work? Like me and you, we're just having this dialogue. Like there's no bitches on the pod, there's no nothing. I'm just curious because you like bitches be having a conversation and then we get trapped into a conversation from a particular perspective, but I'm not having it from any perspective. Me and my brother are dialoguing right now, no pressure on the table because we're not in a fucking relationship, right? Like that's not what we're doing. This is just like, okay, how do you approach that? Babe, I want you to give up everything you've worked for to come live with me. Because these new bitches ain't doing that.
They're really not.
Right.
At all.
Right. Because then she's gonna feel like, oh, I'm giving up my stuff and I need a fallback plan. But what you're telling me, the moment you say you need a fallback plan, is you don't have faith in the process. That's what you said. Like I know they don't. I know. Listen, women. I know that's not what you think you said, but it is what you said. So who gives up what, brother? I'm asking. Like for you, like because you've already done the things that you've done. You come with the history that you come with. I know there's situations that you refuse to be in again because I refuse to be in an identical situation. So do you give up your domicile knowing what that actually comes with?
Nope.
And do you ask her to give up hers knowing that you are stepping on years of feminism and independence?
That, sir, that right there.
That's why we having a dialogue, bro.
That shit right there.
No bitches involved.
That shit right there. Because either way, you're setting up for failure. You're setting up for something. It's gonna end bad. It's gonna end bad. Because if you say, hey, give up your shit to come with me,
Why
that's
I gotta
gonna
give
always
up mine.
it's always gonna be brought up every time some shit happens.
But listen, that's what I said earlier. It's always a comparison
Yeah,
and a competition.
It's crazy, bro. Because when you said like that, shit's crazy. Because on the the flip side of that,
Ours is not a
it's
decision
never
based on comparison and competition.
It's not
right.
It is solely based on what's best. What in that moment is what. Okay, I ain't gonna say it's what's best. Is what we think is the best in that moment.
But we're trying to establish our roles in a relationship, and you're telling me that you're telling me you plan to back off your aggression and your dominant masculine energy to be submissive. But I'm telling you this is what the deal is, but you're arguing that it's not. So even in that moment, once again, now we're back to I can give you what you asked for. I can check off your boxes, but you can't check off mine. Because now you're being fucking combative. And what I'm asking for is someone who's non-combative. Okay, let's put a pin in the
Bruh, I can't, bruh. Bruh.
But listen, I told you I just been consuming content, right? Consuming content. I talk to fucking people on a regular basis, as you know. Like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, like while I may not be having a direct conversation I'm referring to, you know how my mind works. I'm seeing the big picture. Like most people focus on a part of the picture, like, oh, there's really pretty trees, and look at the brook flowing through the fucking picture. I can see the whole frame. So my mind is looking at everything. So now we're having this dialogue. Because once again, they say men don't talk to one another. Well, clearly that's bullshit because I'm talking to you. You're talking to me. We're hashing this the fuck out. Bitches are going to hear it. Bitches are going to complain. Bitches are going to say that we're fucking looking at it from one sole perspective, but we're not looking at it from, because we've considered your perspective. I just said what the woman female perspective is in my fucking approach. So your perspective is understood completely. You were raised around a bunch of women who told you to have your own, never set it up so you could be fucking disrespected or failed by a man and end up with nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Cool. Perspective understood. And now we're having the dialogue about, what's up with the domicile? What are we doing? You're a homeowner. I'm a homeowner. Which one of us is giving up our equity in our home?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be single.
Well, I'm not even saying that that's the answer, but I am saying that when it's time to approach these conversations, the dialogue that me and you are currently having without no animosity toward one another and without fucking having nothing on the line should probably be the fucking dialogue that's held. And then once that dialogue is held, you get into I can see that you don't possess the intangible character traits that I require.
That's brother.
So we're gonna put a pin in the domicile momentarily. Let's go to career. We both have careers. I'm prepared, as I've illustrated, to live 2 hours from work. I don't have a problem making a 2-hour drive to work.
Yeah.
However, how does that dialogue go? Most women are not prepared to drive 2 hours in the morning and go to work.
Hell no. It sounds good in theory.
Well, it doesn't sound good to them in theory because think about it. Really think about it.
That's true too. Damn.
So now what I have consistently illustrated that I'm prepared to do to make this work. You were telling me in general conversation about the next steps in the progression of our relationship what you ain't about to do.
And they love to say that shit too.
Even when they're not saying it, right? Even when they're not saying that. Well, I don't think it's fair that I have to drive further than you. What the fuck difference does that make? If I'm prepared to do that, if I'm prepared to make the drive, right? So what you're asking me, we're gonna take the pen out of the domicile. I'm moving closer to you, or we're moving in together. I'm moving into your spot. We get in the house closer to where you work. I'm prepared to drive 2 hours to work, but now I've lost the equity in my home. I have to spend more money to go back and forth to work, and you're also gonna ask me to take a larger portion of the bills and mortgage, thereby you having the ability to accumulate more money. So what's going on here? How does that work?
Brother, I wish I had an answer for you. I really do. I really wish that I could engage in this conversation and not be ignorant.
Well, really it's not even a matter of being ignorant, bro. It's like, okay, like what would you do? Like I know your history. Like what do you do in these situations? You like particularly.
I won't. I
like there's decisions that I'm just not prepared to make at this point in my life.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't. The conversation is short. Like I'm not who I was and who I am now are literally two totally different motherfuckers.
You know what? So let's unpack that one a little bit. Where you say that, you are still prepared to do whatever you need to do if you find a quality person to make the relationship work.
No.
You are. But it's going to be within reason, which means you are still prepared to do what you need to do to make the relationship work.
I want to believe that. And I'm being for real. I'm not even being funny. But
that's because you don't listen. That what you're about to say is what you're about to ultimately say is you don't have faith in
there you go.
Dead woman, right? But I'm not talking about that. I'm saying you found the bitch that you have faith in now. Right. So you found her.
It's such a foreign concept, but I'm gonna listen.
It is. No, it's a very foreign concept. Absolutely. Like that's no bullshit. Because who the fuck wants to end up sleeping in their Tahoe?
Right. Oh my god.
That's fired. Fucking at the end of the day.
Good night, everybody.
At the end of the day, that's why I said, like, you are prepared to do, like, okay, cool, bitch. We can find a house together. We're both giving up whatever. We're gonna get a bigger house together, yada yada yada. But we're gonna still end up closer to your base of operations, where your family is, or where your network is, blah 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 blah. Right? So, because that's clearly that's always going to be the case for the most part in both of our lives, because we live places we're not fucking from,
bro.
Right? Like I'm not fucking from here. You're not fucking from there.
Exactly.
So wherever I choose to live with you, I'm choosing you. Like I'm illustrating that.
Like make that shit, like figure that shit out, right?
So like I said, we're not saying like all bitches ain't shit. We're saying you found that one. Okay, now in finding that one, the decisions were made. You gave up your shit. She gave up her shit. Y'all came to a happy medium. I don't know why that was a requirement, because that was probably stupidity, because both y'all lost the equity. That was being amassed already. But okay, whatever, cool. We both sacrificed equally at that point. However, now we're dealing from the position of you are traveling 2 hours or less to get to where you already have a career. she has a career. So, you know, the convenience, instead of living both in the middle and then going an hour on either side, now y'all both, you stay 2 hours away from where you work. She works within 15 to 20 minutes of her fucking her place of employment. Um you've already clearly stated, I got faith in you, bitch. Like, here you go. What's the next step? In retrospect, like, cause you know, I know for a fact what I'm like. I know I come with some shit, and I'm aware of the shit that I come with.
Right?
I'm not necessarily prepared to make you suffer through something you don't fully understand. But most of her decisions are going to be made based on, I mean, to put it nicely, the amount of dick she's had. Because if she has a relationship that dissolves due to death or, you know, geographical location or whatever, she don't necessarily come with that bad baggage. A little bit of baggage, but not that bad baggage. But if she's been through fucking where we are now, if she's been through fucking 5 serious relationships, they all clearly ended.
Mm-hmm.
And every decision she makes is contingent upon how those relationships ended.
That's true too.
Every decision. None of it goes untouched. But that's not necessarily the case with us, because we're just like, no, I'm not going to put myself in particular situations, but consider I've already determined that I have faith in whatever it is we're trying to build. So I've already put myself in a bad position. I'm not going to fuck the money up in a way where I'm going to end up in the same position, but I'm already in the same position. Because now we live together. If you get a wild hair up your ass, or you decide you want to come home with one of your coworkers and get some dick, and I come home to surprise you because you thought I was 2 hours away, but I took off because I wanted to do some sweet shit for you, and I come to put the rose petals at the crib and run you the cool bath with the bath beads and all that shit. But you know, you up in here sucking John's dick. Now what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Go to jail?
I don't know if I'm going to jail no more, bro. I don't. About to get a train ran on you.
That too. That is feasible as well.
Yep. I'm not even bullshitting. Like, we both gonna fuck you. And now you're gonna understand when I'm spitting on you and shit. Like, you gonna fucking really know, oh, this motherfucker don't love me no more at all.
Not even a fucking little bit.
Like that cute choke that he did, that choke he did just there, that wasn't cute. Almost died. That nigga tried to kill me.
He was trying to really choke the shit. He was choking me.
Like, yeah, not fucking playing with you. So yeah, bro. Like, I'm just curious. Like I said, I'm like asking because the things that we're asking for, they're what we're asking for. Like, I'm not, bitch. You tell me you want some dick from somewhere else, you want some outside dick, come to me with it. Tell me you want some outside dick. That way I get to make the decision that if I can live when I'm not finna be no cuck, I'm not finna sit here and watch you fuck nobody. That's right. Like, if you tell me you want some outside dick, and we gotta come to the understanding that, oh, so you want, okay, so I can have this too. Because it's really not an accomplishment for you to get some outside dick. Where's the actual accomplishment for me to get some outside pussy?
Facts. Factual information.
Right. Like men get pussy based on the things that we have, like, we present a particular way. Women concede like, oh, okay, he's this, and this, and I'm ready to get my box. But you just want some dick. I mean, you go outside, scream from the top of your lungs right now that you want some dick. 3 of your neighbors will pop up on you.
in a heartbeat.
You be like, oh no, they won't. Yes, they will. Shut up.
And I
It's
can't
fucking-
stand when motherfuckers say that shit too. Like, man, shut up.
Yeah, like your inherent value is something that you were born with. Like, you know, your attractiveness, your pussy, your genetics, like your intrinsic value you are born with, and you are simply made to maintain its attractiveness or level of attractiveness to whoever you're trying to attract. But you know, men, we have to earn our fucking value. Period.
All the time, every day.
Right. That's why there's a whole community called incels. And just in case y'all motherfuckers like to use the word and don't really know what it means involuntarily celibate. That's what the fucking incel is. There are no incel bitches. Like, that's not true. There are no incel bitches in the community. Like, incels are fucking dudes. They want to have sex, but for whatever reason, finance, physical, you name it, they not. They could be awkward as shit, don't know how to talk. Like, plenty of women might want to give them some, and then they fumble over their words and stutter, and they don't possess that je ne sais quoi that bitches require, and he just gonna talk his way out the pussy.
And it's happened.
I heard rumors.
Not to me. Well,
let me clarify that. I've heard stories.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen to motherfuckers. I was like, damn. How you do that?
I've definitely heard stories.
How the fuck you do that shit? How you talk yourself out of pussy?
Right when she was talking to me, bro, she was ready to put her box on you. How you telling me you didn't fuck?
How do you fuck that up? Shit's real out here in these streets.
But yeah, I was, you know, like I said, bro, I'm curious. How do these things work? Like, because what we're asking for is intangible things, and those intangible things tend to gear themselves toward character traits. So now we're saying that bitches have flawed character, because it's not what you're willing to do. Like, if you cool with being a sandwich making bitch and you make me a sandwich, that's not really an accomplishment.
Right.
Like, oh, I like making my man sandwiches and making his plate. Then what are you giving me? Because I can damn for sure make my own
plate. Thank you. I don't know, when did that shit become
because of their level of understanding of what it is that men want.
I'm like,
bitches ain't listening to us say what we want.
Is their own level of understanding of it.
Bingo.
Okay. That's fucking weird. That's suspicious. That's weird.
Right. It's a strange thing. And I keep in mind, we haven't even gotten to the kid thing, right? So let's put a pin in that one and slide to the kid thing. She got kids. How does that work? And I'm asking, all right. So in particular, right? We're not going to use either one of us, right? But you listened to the other day when I was fucking listening to somebody's content about the adult child who went off to college, came home, and mom's husband now expects, you know, him to contribute. As a matter of fact, Shorty, who just graduated high school, needs to contribute as well. Period. How does that work? Because we're at the age now where motherfuckers can have grown kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We ain't talking about little kids. Like little kids is a whole nother issue. Like, you know, that's some we need to have an understanding. Because if I tell small child to do something, and then you think what I told small child was too harsh, it's your soft, weak ass motherly hand that's gonna put them in the position to be fucked up for the rest of their life because they don't understand fucking discipline and accountability. And that's fine because it's not mine. that's what you want to go. Like, that's the route you want to go down. Cool. Right. Because when it's time to bail this little motherfucker out when he's 16, 17 years old, that ain't got shit to do with me because you should have fucking listened when I told you.
Amen.
Right. So never mind that part, right? Off the little kid thing. Moving on to more realistic shit. How does it work?
It doesn't. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, let calm down.
Yeah,
right, that's why I said.
Yeah,
that's why I used the perspective that we listened to together. Right.
It's gonna be difficult. I'm not saying
I don't know if it's difficult. I personally, I don't know if it's difficult. I don't know if it's doable.
Yeah, that is. I'm not gonna say it's not.
I'm not saying I'm not prepared to take a bigger bite of the responsibility in the domicile that we have together, so you can help your child do whatever your child needs to do. But I don't know about that. Your child get to come back home, but like that's weird. That's weird as fuck.
It's such a.
It's touchy because it's not weird because it's fucking common. It's not weird. It's not as weird as you think.
It's really not. It is actually more common than I first was led to believe.
Bingo.
Because when you're looking at this, like when you're talking to people, because like me, take me for instance, like when I'm talking to people, you know, you hear, let's say you talk to 10 people, one person has that scenario. So you're like, oh, okay, you think about it that way. But on a larger scale, man,
I don't even think of it that way. I say if you talk to 10 people, 2 of them have the issue, 3 of them haven't faced it yet because their children are younger. That's the only difference.
And that's where I'm
that
at.
mentality, my kids can always come home, but you share a home with someone else now. These ain't our kids. These is your
kids.
And we see things 2 different ways. So how does that work?
And that shit.
Because you're gonna undermine my authority at every opportunity you get. And I know that.
Hands down. Because that's your baby.
Even when it ain't a baby.
Yeah, your baby is 24. I don't know if you knew that or not. That's a grown ass man or woman. I'm not even gonna say male or female. I just want to there is bruh. That first off, that disrupts what you and your significant other have. That's going to cause a rift between y'all. And that's what a lot of women, I hate to single it out, but let's be real, it's mainly women. Let's keep it a buck. It causes a rift. And you don't realize that it's causing a rift, no matter how many times. And the man can bring it to you as
they realize it's causing a rift. They don't give a fuck because they don't respect men. I'm not. Listen, I'm no longer. I'm not giving no bitches no passes. I'm not giving no bitches no passes right now. Not happening. Everybody needs to be held accountable. Period. Point blank across the board. I'm not giving out no passes whatsoever in any of the scenarios.
I'm with it.
Hence the beauty of having the dialogue
with just
in and of itself. No, not even just with you. Beauty of having the dialogue is you get to see where someone stands. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're attempting to move forward with someone and y'all say, okay, you meet Shorty, she got a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old. You know what? We're going to effectively agree to date until your 14-year-old is out the house. And then we can make serious steps to be together. I have no desire to have children. You don't want to have no more kids. Your kid's too far apart, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Cool, bet. However, when her kid fails at life because she sucked as a fucking mother and that kid got to come back, now you got to have that conversation. I'm saying the conversation should probably be had
before
beforehand.
it even. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree.
So, which leads us to the oh so popular body count. What's a fair number for body count? Never mind. Never mind. What's a fair formula for body count? Because I don't never say a number. I say a formula. And if your number falls below the formula, I really can't be mad at you.
Yeah.
Because I'm very understanding. That doesn't necessarily mean I particularly fucking agree that you should have that many bodies. But I'm fucking understanding. I'm ultimately saying that you bitches was raised to be hoes.
That is true too.
Right. Like, keep it a stack. Okay, let me provide my scenario, and then you can say damn if you want to at the end. We'll be nice and say you didn't start fucking until you was 20. We're saying that. We're being really nice, saying you ain't start fucking until you was 20. You 30 now. We're not even putting no years. We ain't gonna put a bunch of years on you. You fucking 30. So for 10 years, you've been actively fucking. Without throwing you under the bus, I'm saying you made a nigga wait for 2 months before you let him beat. You let him fuck. Whatever happened, happened. Relationship was dissolved. You moved on to another motherfucker. You keep making the same exact choice. You will have 20 bodies on you in 10 years. I'm saying if a bitch been fucking for 10 years and she got 20 bodies, this is the norm. So the norm is you bitches is hoes.
I mean, yeah. It's
right.
True. This is
because you're not just gonna be like, yo, how many bodies you got? A bitch tell you 20. Okay, I'm trying to fuck you, but I'm not trying to be with you. Right? Like typically, but I'm saying my formula allows me to approach the situation respectfully enough to understand, you know what? It really doesn't make her a hoe. It makes her a victim of hoe culture. Because you had a belief that was cool. And typically you made a motherfucker wait 2 months before he fucked. You was fucking him. Y'all could have had a 2-3 month relationship. Shit went left. Shit went bad. He cheated on you. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. He had to move. He geographically relocated. He actually had a wife you didn't know about. Whatever the fuck the situation was, like real shit. Whatever the fucking situation was, the relationship is dissolved within 6 months. So you literally had meaningful relationships, but now you've been through 20 motherfuckers. You don't have to explain to me if some of them was one night stands and some of them was trains. None of that. I don't want to hear about none of that part. If your number's under 20, all right, cool, bet. Let me accept it or reject it. You don't have to break down the fucking particular.
Like, I don't need to know every little bit.
If you say 21, I need some answers.
He said, look, once you break the barrier of my shit, you got to start explaining some shit now. It makes sense. Sense.
So like 20, if like you said, if a bitch tell you 20, like right now, typically you're not even shooting at 30-year-olds. Let's just keep it stacked. Like they're above 30. So if a 35-year-old hoe tell you she got 20 bodies on her, you're looking at her sideways. Like really sideways. like neck craned all
Not
to the side.
all the way. Like I need
Like
answers.
why do you have so many?
Like I need fucking
As a woman, did you not know better? Nobody taught you to respect yourself. Like, I don't understand what's happening. But once again, I just say, victim of whole culture. Because that's really what it would be. Because the culture now has shifted so much that, it happens.
It just is what it is. It's like
right. It would be simple to happen. Like, oh no, girl, you gotta live your 20s out. You gotta go to college and have fun. And you gotta learn not to fuck your coworkers by fucking your coworkers. You gotta learn that the nigga you was giving some pussy to in college didn't meet the standards that you wanted a man to have because y'all was on equal ground at the time. So you didn't want to be with him. You didn't know how to act, and you didn't know how to show him no fucking respect because you didn't feel like he earned it. So he was like, man, I'm not gonna keep fucking with this hoe that keep disrespecting me.
Like, gotta go.
Right. Like, bitch, I'm trying to build something, and you telling me because I ain't got shit already, I ain't shit. Fuck you. I'm out. So now you got 20 bodies on. But how does that work?
That's a good goddamn question. I make that like it's astounding.
And yes, I do realize that there is a double standard. So what? Suck it the fuck up.
Like y'all thinking about like it is whole culture. Like it really
it's whole culture.
I never
when I started seeing business bitches wearing stripper heels. Remember that platform shit? That was specifically like you had the flat heel with the pointy toe or the rounded toe. You was off in your business suit going where you was going with your fucking skirt on or your slacks. I'm like, okay, that's respect right there. Like she got her little fucking her briefcase with her purse, whatever, carrying her tennis shoes with her, carrying her heels, got her shoes on, whatever the fuck it was, cool. When I start seeing those bitches wear stripper heels, I said, oh, we going to hell in a handbasket. We going to hell in a handbasket. And then they was like, yeah, I'm about to buy me some stripper heels. I don't even know what the fuck the name of the shoe actually is.
I don't know. They're just stripper heels.
Right. Like there has to be a real name for the shoe.
Maybe. Maybe. There may be one. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not even going to look it up because I don't care because they're stripper heels.
Yeah, there will always be stripper heels. Because that's what strippers wore.
It's like if I had on a big ass purple hat with a motherfucking leopard band on it and a big pink feather, that would be a pimp hat.
Touche.
I don't give a fuck what else I have on with it. It's a pimp hat.
Yeah, that is true.
I understand that this is not necessarily a fedora, not necessarily a Kango, not necessarily a cowboy hat. No, nigga, it's a pimp hat. Stop trying to fucking find the words. It's a pimp hat. Pimps wore those. Like, you're not undoing the pimp of that hat.
Yeah, you definitely you can't do it.
So the stripper heels, no, that's the stripper heels. And then after the heels, they started gradually adopting the clothing and the style of dress. Because remember, initially, it was really just the shoes.
Mm-hmm. Brother, that shit's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, clearly we're not going to get no resolution on that. So let's put a pin in that one too. I mean, let's go to OnlyFans.
Are we really going to get? Are we going to get resolution on any of this?
I don't believe we're going to get any resolution. I don't believe there's any resolution to have. I think we're making this podcast so women can listen to it. That's where I'm at with it. We're making this particular podcast so broads can listen to two men have the dialogue and not be argument. Like we're not arguing. We're simply stating. And every single time I'm saying something, I'm literally saying the female perspective. Like we get it. We were raised by women. We understand. We've known women, fucking platonic, romantic, fuck buddies, whatever. We've had a bevy of women to build our fucking database from. We have an understanding of the decisions and why they get made. Like I understand when a bitch tells me she want to dress however she want to dress. I get it. I do. I get it.
Indeed.
You never had a man that you felt protected you and treated you virtuously enough to see more in you than whatever physical attribute you had. I understand that, bitch. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Right. I'm telling you that I want you, and I want you to dress like that for me or with me because you won't be disrespected while you are with me. Because that means someone's trying to ultimately disrespect me. They don't really want that smoke. You know, men all understand there's a low level threat of violence between us. So I take you out and you got on the tight dope shit. Cool. Motherfuckers is going to look because I want motherfuckers to look because nobody wants to be with somebody that nobody else want. So I yes, look at what I got. I'm going to take this home and I'm going to fuck the shit out of this. You going out in that same outfit with your homegirls, you're trying to get another motherfucker's attention because you put it on to get my attention and I'm not with you. You don't get to dialogue about that. You don't get to say, well, no, it just makes me feel good. No, the attention you receive is what makes you feel good. The clothes don't do shit, bitch.
That shit.
That's like niggas who get their car painted, the chameleon shit. Nigga, you can't see that while you inside the car.
It's not even a little bit.
You get the paint job to impress other fucking people. End fucking statement. That's not a debatable topic. I'm literally tired of having that debate with bitches. That's no bullshit. Bitch, listen, you put on motherfucking eyeshadow to make your eyes look smokier because it emulates the response when you are horny. You put on lipstick because it makes your lips look fuller and it fucking pokes them out and makes them look like you're fucking aroused because that's an erogenous zone. The same blush, the literal word blush means you're blushing. You bitches have lost y'all fucking minds if y'all think niggas don't know this. We just don't want to fucking argue with you. In the moment, like I don't see, and for me, like let me first put this out here. I'm not a fucking fan. Period. Like you don't get to put all the makeup on and say, look, babe, look at me, I'm sexy. Cause I'm like, yeah, no, not really. I don't really like it. Like that's not my shit. Like the smoky eye thing, nah, it's kind of cute sometimes, whatever. All that lipstick, man, don't put that shit on me. You crazy as hell. That waxy ass shit. You try to come kiss me with that waxy ass shit on your mouth. I don't want that shit, but I don't want to taste that. That's nasty. I don't know how you do it. I don't know why you keep like you. Anyway, that's just weird. And then I'm so not a fan of like packed on like foundation and makeup and shit. Like that is fucking disgusting and it looks weird. Especially when it don't match your neck because you don't know what the fuck you doing. Yeah. All your little elaborate hairdos, all that shit's weird. Natural hair, ponytail, whatever the fuck it's gonna be, let it be what it's gonna be. All that extra shit is too fucking much. You don't need a lace front, bitch. Just buy a wig. I know it's fake. Take it off when you get home. End statement. And you ain't finna convince me that the 30-inch lace front is like, why do you have that? What the fuck is the point? Because Cardi said it? Like, are you for real?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I guess if that's the look that you want to present to the world, like, cool, like do that, but don't think I'm supposed to be attracted to it.
It don't do shit for me. Right.
Like it's actually a turn off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, that's not where I'm at with it. It's like, don't get me wrong, like, you know, like complementary colors to make the lips look fuller. Like, yeah, that's great. I mean, I'm definitely thinking about you putting your mouth on my dick, but I don't want you to kiss me. Like, and if you want to kiss me, it would probably do you don't put that shit on your face. Don't do it to yourself. Listen, bitches, most motherfuckers think like this. This is not up for debate. You're getting to hear two men have the dialogue. aside from y'all.
Telling you. Yep.
Right. Like this is not about telling you you're wrong. Wear it if you want to. Just understand why you're wearing it. You're wearing it because you're accentuating you being aroused, because these are they emulate arousal. It makes you look more desirable in that way. Like that's why fuck you watching porn. You want to see the bitch with the fucking super deep lipstick on, lined up with the fucking super smoky ass, because she like she really getting it. That bitch ain't happy though. Those motherfuckers is yelling cut and freeze and hold that pose and all types of other shit. She's not really, we are aware of that too. We're not stupid. We don't give a fuck about that. It's an aesthetic. That's really what it is. It's all about fucking aesthetics right there. Like, no, I'm not. That's not what I'm into.
Ow. It's crazy.
But anyway, so the bitch, and you know what? And not even just OnlyFans, right? This is real shit. I'm not finna hate on the sex workers. Like, do what y'all got to do. Like, I'm not even mad at you. This is no bullshit. Like, if you fucking for money and this is really what you want to do, and ain't nobody trafficking you, cool, bet. Just know what that comes with in the end. And know you probably not gonna get a respectable motherfucker after you've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you with a motherfucker and then he approves it, then he has to deal with what comes with it. But you don't get to spring that on a motherfucker that, you know, I was the OnlyFans bitch for like 6 months when it was booming.
Excuse me?
So, right? Like, excuse me, bitch? So, like, what do you mean you was the only, like, did you have, like, stars with you, or were you showing titties? Like, were you showing your feet? Did you have on lingerie? Like, explain to me what you mean when you say OnlyFans. Because I'm thinking the deep end of the perspective. You might have just been like, right, you might have just been in your with the fucking bra on and the negligee and the nightie, and I'm like, okay, cool, like that is what it is. Like, I'm not a fan, but okay. But if you about to tell me you was doing scenes with niggas,
oh no, you gotta go. Gotta go. I mean, and it's cool, and like you said, it's cool.
yeah, do you?
Do you?
It's just not for me.
Yeah, I can't be like you said, I'll still fuck you.
I set you up with my guy.
Yeah, I'm like,
you might like that shit.
But it's not for me, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think we need to start getting to a point to where motherfuckers like, yo, the shit's not for me. I'm not judging.
Except for when we say it, it's misogynistic and patriarchal and judgy and
it's weird.
But not in this form that we're currently having, which is why we're having.
I see what you did.
I
see what you did there. See what you did there. I just want to get to a point to where, you know, like, hey, the shit not for me. Do you? And that's all we say that shit every
right, bitch. I will hold the camera for you and get you ring lights. Don't play with me.
Like, I'm with you.
That's what you want to do.
It's like, not for me. I just can't be like, no, it's my personal fucking preference.
I'm wondering why you decided to do OnlyFans and you stopped without maximizing your motherfucking profit margin. Like, I'm trying to figure out why you didn't fucking upload to Pornhub and get the 35 stacks to do the scene. Like, why'd you stop at OnlyFans? Like, what was your goal? Like, what did you hope to accomplish? Like, what did you make from OnlyFans? Did you make 200 fucking K? If you make 200K in a year and you up, I ain't necessarily mad at that.
How about that shit?
But you come tell me you made fucking 50,000. I'm like, bitch, you fucking wasted your goddamn time. You should have went to fucking. You could have had 2 McDonald's jobs and no blowback
at all.
So, anyway, cool. You've already kind of said how you feel about it, but you know how you feel about it. Like you having a regular dialogue with a shorty you known her for fucking 6 months, and then she springing on you like, yeah. 2 niggas ran a train on me one time and they put it on tape. How do you take that, bro?
I'll be like, damn. You want to do it again?
That's how you feel? She's a smut now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, my bad. I thought that was implied when you told me. Did you? And see, and this is my thing, is like, I get it. Thank you for being, you know, forthcoming after.
No, she wasn't forthcoming because y'all didn't fuck. You didn't know her for 6 months.
That's what I'm saying.
She wasn't forthcoming. She's alive.
That's why I was saying it was sarcastically. Like, thank you for being like, yes, like fucking thank you for being forthcoming now, bitch. I mean, like, we done had said like we like that's some shit, and I get it. y'all be thinking that the shit is unimportant. Wrong. That's where you're wrong. You're fucking wrong. Like, being honest, that means you were fucking ashamed of it. If you can't tell me, that means you don't own the shit that you did. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how you fucking automatically knock yourself off the shit when you do shit like that? Because all you had to do was tell me, oh, I did OnlyFans. What'd you do? Oh, I did this, and this. Cool.
Right. Let me deal with it. Let me determine if the other things you offer and provide for me is worth me looking past your OnlyFans.
Thank you. Because what y'all don't realize is that motherfuckers subscribe to your OnlyFans. I'm walking out, a motherfucker be like, oh, that's that bitch I saw asshole. Now I don't know who I want to smack, you or him, because somebody got to catch these hands, because now this is a problem for me. But y'all don't think about it like that. Y'all, the shit don't bother y'all.
Like I said, look, I've always been really clear. It don't bother me now.
Yeah, nah.
My issue comes with the future.
And that's what I'm saying.
We have children, or we don't even have a kid. You have a kid. And now your kid is fighting and being disruptive and doing all types of shit. You got a little boy and he rumbling in the jungle. And you like, I don't know what to do. Help me. And I sit down with the little motherfucker and ask him, like, so what's wrong? Man, Johnny and Jack showed me pictures of my mom getting fucked. I don't know what the fuck to do with that.
Yeah, what do you do with that? What do you say to a motherfucker? Like,
so am I supposed to tell him, no, don't beat up Johnny and Jack? The hell no. Whoop they ass every time they try to show you a picture. They got phones. They pull that shit right the fuck up. Nigga, your mom sucking dick on fuck. Oh my God.
Like, you can't, like, what can you really say? Like, you can't.
But for little kids, it's cruel too, because they'll be looking and they'll be like, oh, based on this date, she was probably still feeding you cereal. So she was blowing fucking ghost kids on your cereal as she was feeding you your fucking oatmeal.
You're done.
I'm beating you the fuck up, bro.
I got to. There's no other way.
Then you got a little girl. And now this is what the little boys think she's supposed to do. Because her mama was.
Oh, well, your mama did this. You got to do it. Well, obviously, you the same. Like, yeah, that's what. Never mind. I ain't even gonna put myself out.
Now your daughter getting trains around on her in the gymnasium.
And you don't understand why. Because.
So those are the issues that I don't want to deal with. The personal, like, between us thing, fuck, you got to pass. It is what it is. I got to pass too, bitch. Like, I'm not worried about that part. My shit comes with how do you deal with the future? Fuck the past. You did what you did. You had to make it happen. COVID happened. You was one of the people who didn't have to work all through COVID like me and Moot. So you had to make it happen. The bill still needed to be paid. Mortgage still needed to be paid, rent, whatever. So you was fucking, bouncing your titties on the exercise ball for $5.99 a month. Cool. Do your thing.
Shit's crazy.
What else? What other conflicts arise between the dialogue in the relationship that occur? So fucking this whole communication. You know what? We're gonna wrap this up with communication. I believe that's probably what's going to happen, because I don't want to keep going. I don't. Your ability to speak does not make you intelligent, bitch. This is real shit. Just because you're talking does not mean you're communicating. Communication is typically a two-way street, right? Me talking to you and you talking back at me is not communication. Because if I tell you something and then the next words out of your mouth do not include the consideration for what I've already said, you're simply talking at me, and I no longer want a dialogue. because that is not fucking communication. Because bitches have a problem saying that they want communication. You hoes don't really want communication. Y'all just want to talk at motherfuckers.
Yep.
And then whatever you said, I'm supposed to take into fucking consideration.
That's how it goes.
That's weird. That is not communicating. And just so y'all know, right? To properly set up communication, both devices on either end need to be able to communicate with one another. Even if you put a loop back on the far end and everything greens up, the box ain't talking to nothing. It's just not.
Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them like that.
It's fucking not. Like, it's fucking not talking to nothing. Both devices need to be programmed properly to be able to understand and send the information back and forth with one another. That's just the fact. That's the fact of the matter. Anyone who would like to debate me on it, please do so. I'm very well versed in that, unfortunately. At the end of the day, if I'm talking to you and then you're still stuck on whatever you were stuck on and we're not progressing in the conversation is not moving forward. The next thing out of your mouth is but, or the way you see it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I don't really care at this point. Like, you're just being argumentative for the sake of being argumentative at this point, because I clearly said something and you're not taking that into perspective. And unlike women, I'm just not going to keep talking to talk, because y'all like to talk at one another. Like, that's the shit. That's why when you hear fucking dialogue happen, when you're watching motherfuckers, like, you hear bitches like to talk over each other. Like, you'll hear a bitch say something and then her homegirl be like, hell yeah, girl. That's right. Because I was doing the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. And you just start. And then it's just a bunch of mess. And then all of the men are silent, waiting for their turn and their opportunity to speak. And then when we speak, y'all cut us off. And then when you say something stupid, and I'd be like, yo, I wasn't finished. And then y'all accuse us of cutting y'all off. Like, but that's not true. Your friend cut you off. I didn't cut you off. I listened to all of the bullshit y'all had to say. And the fact that I didn't cut you off, I'm letting you know that I think whatever you're saying is bullshit because you didn't take into consideration what the fuck I was saying. At all. You didn't even consider it.
Not even a little bit. Didn't even give a fuck.
Like, y'all just sitting there loaded up, knees bouncing, hand on your knee. Like, I can't wait to fucking respond to that part that he said.
Not even listening. You just want to respond to what the fuck I just said.
So, yeah, that whole y'all want communication thing, and then like the whole vulnerability thing, man.
Oh my god!
Like, y'all bitches can say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all lying. Before I even say this, y'all lying. I would never use the fact that you have to say that to me lets me know that it's a possibility. When you're listen, ladies. When you say what you would never do, it means you have formulated the thought in your mind, and we no longer believe you. We don't want to hear anything that follows that fucking phrase.
Is a lie.
That statement. Yeah. I would never do.
Yes, for everything
So you wouldn't do it under these conditions, but under these conditions, you most certainly would. Okay, I understand. Say that. That's a better deal than saying I would never do. No, you would. I would never use it against you. I just want you to talk to me. Stop. Because that means you thought about it. I didn't say that. It's different if I hurl that at you. Like, if I tell you, I think if I tell you this, you're going to use it against me. Yeah, then okay, you might lie about it and say you wouldn't do it, but I'm the one who put that out there. But if you're the one initiating, I just need you to talk to me because I would never.
Nope.
You sound fucking stupid. You're the first bitch that want to do it. I don't want to hear that shit. Shut the fuck up.
You won't get my fucking weaknesses. Use
at the
them
end of the
against me.
day, I tell motherfuckers, I don't really come with them. I just don't give a fuck enough to allow you to put me in a position where I want to do something to you. Because you can say whatever you want to say. Like, you tell your version of the story, I'm cool with it. Everybody knows that about me. Like, I don't look, bro, you testify. I don't never tell my version
You don't.
of anything.
You don't.
This is what happened. I did this in response. It was fucked up. I know it was fucked up because I'm fucked up. My 2 was everybody else's 10. Oh well. And then she did this in response. And then I was like, well, fuck it. I don't care. Bitch, you can't out fuckery me. You out of your fucking mind.
It's impossible. It really is.
Right. Like, the only way, man, I told Chick before, no bullshit. The only way to do anything to me is to disrespect yourself.
It's factual.
The only thing you're going to be able to get off on me, you would have to disrespect yourself. I don't give a fuck what you do. Once we're done, we're done. Well, once I'm done, we're done. So the only way to get at me is to disrespect yourself. And then you've proven my point by disrespecting yourself. So I don't give a fuck about that either.
You fucked yourself over. You played yourself.
It's like if we get into it, you're like, I'm gonna fuck your friend.
You say so.
Like, you think that's gonna be a problem for me? How?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like we were fucking you together and then you were like, oh, stop. I only want to fuck him. Okay. That's about it, bitch. Because other than that, it's not gonna work.
How about that shit? Shit's crazy, man. That is true though. You can never really ever get back at a man. Like you just
look, some weaker motherfuckers, yeah, probably. But I'm saying, like, unless you fucking sucking 2 dicks at the same time, and then you be like, I don't want you to come in my mouth. I want him to come in my mouth. Other than that, bitch, I'm not trying to hear you. Like, you talking fucking stupid.
It took a horrible turn.
but is it false?
It's not. It took such a horrible turn. Oh my god, it escalated so quickly. Shit.
Well, that's your special broadcast, bitches. Listen to 2 men talk to one another about y'all bullshit, about life. We'll be back with more.
Yeah, we definitely we'll always be back.
Y'all know where to find us.
You got anything? Any parting words?
Nope. Fuck y'all.
You know what? We're just gonna have to let the time run out because I don't see a stop button.